Hello, welcome to Davita's Stamp and Spot. It is Monday night at 7. I know it is Valentine's Day, but I just have so many things I want to share with you before the end of celebration. So I decided to go ahead and hop on tonight for a few minutes and share a fun fold with you and show you this fun celebration item. So it is Valentine's Day, so I have to show you my Valentine's gift I got. This is from one of my team members. It says, "Happy to have you in my life." And she took a jar and she filled it with Jolly Ranchers and Lifesavers. And it says, "Where would I be without a friend like you?" And then she did a lolly, like what I showed last week. Used this heart, added some Reese's and some candy. She knows me well. I love chocolate. Isn't that adorable? And thank you so much, dear friend, for sharing this with me. And I hope you're not mad that I showed it on my live. I also want to show you something I received. We had our stamp camp this weekend, and Dana Davis was surprised me with this. So it says on the front, "We have to celebrate this." And she made me a card to celebrate my 200,000 in sales. Isn't that fun? And the ladies at the camp already asked, and yes, we will do a live with how to make this, and I may even do a class here at the house, but we'll see. But isn't that fun? I think that's so fun. It says congrats and 200,000. So I just thought so fun, and I had to show you. The ladies just went crazy over it Saturday at the camp. So we have 2 Mondays left. Yeah, 2 Mondays left before celebration's over, because remember, it only goes through February this year. So one of the free sets you can get with a $100 order is this FriendlyHello, this stamp set, and you also get beautiful, beautiful paper. And I've been playing with it so much, I'm going to have to show you pieces. But there's these stripes and that back, dots, and the white. I love, love, love the purple. I'm sure you're so surprised. I love that too. Then they did one with the purple and the flowers, and it has a beautiful background. And then where's the other one? This one. It's a pool party. Did I already do that one? Maybe I did. Yep, no, I didn't. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one more here. Let me see, or maybe I've already used it all up. But anyway, for $100, you get some of the designer series paper as well as the stamp set. And the paper, like I just showed you, I think is gorgeous. And I love the stamp set. So I want to show you a fun fold tonight. I'm going to use the Hello Friend, and I'm going to show you some cards I've made using this and this and this. I haven't even used everything in the set, but I've had a lot of fun with it. So this is the card I'm going to show you. And you're going to go, "Oh, that's simple." And isn't that what we love? Something that's got a fun wow factor to it, but yet it's simple. So here's my card base. It is the normal card base. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. No, I'm sorry, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. And then the second one is actually scored at 6 3/8. So we're going to fold it this way, and then we're going to fold it back this way. I'm going to grab my bone folder here. I had a surprise day off. They didn't need me at the high school today. So I got to stay home. Told one of the gals I'm doing a private class for her this weekend, told her it was so nice to have a day off when I didn't know it was coming. It gave me a chance to, oh, that's the pattern I was missing. So this one here is, I just think, beautiful. And as you can tell, I'm down to 1 square left. I think that side's pretty too. So that's going to go right there. It is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to see. Hey, Lois. Oh, thank you for saying you enjoyed stamp camp. You guys are the ones that make it so fun. Unfortunately, we had some ladies that had to cancel with family issues. And although one lady was lucky, her husband surprised her with a weekend away for Valentine's Day. So that was really cool. All right, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. We had And of course, I have amazing ladies on my team. They're awesome teachers. So we got to teach some of our favorite projects and had so much fun with everybody. We enjoyed one of the gals. She drove all the way up from Lake of the Ozarks. She's a family member of one of the teachers. And so she came up to spend the day with us. And it was really fun getting to know her. And Lois actually got to sit at the table with her. And I think they enjoyed visiting. All right, so this is another strip of it. So this strip is actually 2 by, of course, 5.5. So I made this, I'm sorry, 2 1/8. So the designer series paper is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 because it's the same size as this here. So that's your card base. Well, I want to have a spot where people can write if they really want to. So this is the same size. It's that 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I want to add just a little bit of color to it. And the disadvantage you have sometimes with stamps is that, like this one, there's flowers and there's leaves. So if you stamp it the color of the leaves, then your flower is green. And if you stamp it in the color of the flower, then your leaves are that flower color. I think I'm going to put it, I'm going to go over here this time, mix it up a little bit. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll stamp it in black and then I grab my blends and I color it. Or these are small enough you could get away with doing markers. The markers, if you get a very big image, you get those lines, which we don't get with our blends, which is really nice. So I think I'll color this one. I bet you guys can guess. Oh, Fran, I wish you could have joined us too. We would have loved to have you there. I guess I'll color it the pool party this time. So I'm going to grab the light pool party. Last week, one of my friends came to the house and taught us how to color with our blends. And I learned so much. And those that attended did too. I think matter of fact, I talked to them at camp this weekend, and they talked about how much they learned. So I'm going to do that. And then, of course, I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. My cardstock is Granny Apple Green. And color the leaves a little bit. And you know me, I love to color. But now I have to do this just to show that I did learn something this weekend when we had our class. So what you want to do is you color the whole image with your light color and then come back in with your dark color, and it gives that depth and texture. So Kathy will be proud of me. I actually used a little of what she taught us. Of course, it's a lot more obvious on bigger images. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here. So all of our Stampin' Up! Celebration items this time are while supplies last. Last time I looked, we still haven't sold out of any of them, so you're still okay. Yes, Fran, I know you're surprised I didn't use purple, but that's because you're going to see other samples where I used purple. So I'm trying to use something different because, you know, there are a few people that maybe hate purple, which, you know, is hard for me to understand. And see, here you go, Fran, you're going to be happy. There's my purple. So this is on the back of the Pale Papaya paper. And it's just those dots. You know me, I'm kind of a plain Jane. So this is kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone because I've got pattern here and I've got pattern there, and then I'm adding pattern here. But for once, I'm trying to use a lot of pattern. So I used grab it here, the rectangle stitch framelit dies, and you're going to see a couple cards that I used them. And I used, I think it was the 3rd size rectangle. And the Hello Friend fits really nice in there. So I'm going to stamp it in my Granny Apple Green. And you'll notice my lighting's a little bit better tonight because I took the white paper away. I think that's helping a little bit, maybe. I still can't figure out what happened with that. When I first started getting ready for tonight, I had my white paper on here and it looked just fine, which I need it now just for a minute because we're going to go over the edge here. But it was working just fine. So I don't know what the deal was last week. And it was dark outside, so it wasn't like there was light coming from inside. So who knows? All right, so now these are the big flowers, and I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if they meant to do this, but they're designed to where they kind of fit around the edge of that friend there. So I'm going to turn them a little bit and bring them up like that and stamp them just like that. Isn't that pretty? So simple to do. All right. Oh, and I'm so happy with my chamois. Lois, you'll be jealous to know that I cleaned them really well today, and they are so much softer and more absorbent than they were at stamp camp. I took them along with all my Stampin' Scrubs and ran them through the dishwasher today since I had time at home. Oh, so much better. All right. Now I lost it. Where'd it go? Stick to my paper. Ah, here we go. All right. So I could color this in a little bit if I wanted to, but you guys don't need to watch me color. So I'm for my little stopper for my piece to stand up, I'm using this punch here that's got the two ovals that layer so nicely. And I'm going to grab out of this set. Uh-oh, it's not this thing. Set. Thanks for being you. Let me think what that one's in. I think this Free as a Bird set coordinates with this set really nicely too, because it's got the birds. See, look at this bird here and look at that bird there. I always think those lines there make it look like the bird's got glasses on. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but to me, it looks like he's wearing glasses. Maybe that's because I'm a glasses person. And for this one, I think I'm going to do thank you for this one. I don't know about you, but it seems like I need a lot of thank yous. I know we were talking at class. I don't know if it was this weekend or last class. Anyway, we were talking about how sad it is. It seems like we've had to use a lot of sympathy cards lately, which is always hard. Yeah, Fran. Yeah, on a bigger image, you can go back over with the lighter for softer blending. Yep. And if I had a little bit bigger image, I would have done that. You are correct. All right, so I'm going to do my thank you like that. Like I said, that's from Free as a Bird. And then I like this little image here. I think it's really cute. And there's another one over here, but that oval is pretty small. Let's see here. I changed my design actually by accident. I meant to do something different and then looked and realized I had changed it up. Imagine that. One of the things we were talking about at Stamp Camp is how often we think we're going to copy somebody's card exactly the way they did it. And then we start working on it, and when we're done, it might look close to it. It might look completely different, which I guess is good in the sense that then you're copying, but you're also making it your own. So that's good. All right, so I'm going to stamp these little flowers there. And I'm going to grab pale papaya. Add a little bit of color here. Just because I always think I have to add just a little bit more. All right, there we go. And then I did the background oval in the fresh freesia. So I'll just glue those together. All right. It's always so nice when they do the work for us. So if I could do in those punches, I didn't have to find two images to work together or anything. Stampin' Up! Already figured that all out for me. All right, and I'm frugal, so I'm going to cut my dimensionals. All right, there we go. So this week on Friday, I'm holding my masculine class, card class. It's the second one in the series. I have one more planned for next month. We'll see if there's still a high demand for them. I may do some more. I don't know. I hear people say all the time that the masculine cards are the most difficult to create. I would agree with that. All right, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to come back with the purple and glue that right on there. I did a fun fold Saturday too, and I told the ladies that whenever I do a fun fold where I think they might open and close a lot, I always use tear tape so I make sure that it stays in place really well. So when I do that, I always put tear tape on the image I'm putting it down, and then I always put it on the one it's going to, and that way you don't have to worry about it going over the edge and getting glue where you don't want it, because that is a mess when that happens. There we go. So the masculine cards Friday at 3:30. I've also willing to do it at 7 o'clock that evening if there's those that work during the day and they want to come for that later class. All right, and then I'm going to move this up, and you want to put this so that it holds this piece down, so it holds it in place. So see how that holds it? In hindsight, maybe I should have used something other than purple because I got a lot of purple there. But you know me, I like purple, so it's okay. I am going to add, if I can find my butterflies, covered them up. Well, I'll show you this one. So this one here, I did it in Pool Party with the purple, and then I used the pale papaya, and I added the brass butterflies. So I thought they were a fun addition to that. And that it's getting kind of funky colored again. All right. So all I need to do on this one here is add my butterflies and it will be done. You can see it looks a little bit different. There we go, with the green for the background instead of the Pool Party. So let me show you some other cards I made with this paper. I love this one. I did steal this off the internet. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. There we go. So I used 3 strips of the designer series paper, stamped that hello friend, added some bling, added some ribbon. And then I trimmed just a little bit off, so I thought, well, shoot, I might as well use that. So I put the strip in there for you to see, or for it to add some color then to the inside. Then I did this one. I used our tag dies. I have failed to use these, and I think they can add so much to cards. It's the tailored made tags, and there's 8 tags plus these center pieces here that strengthen where the ribbon goes through. So I use that, and I stamped the hello directly on there and then friends on a smaller tab. Thought that was really pretty. And then I did the inside. I stamped, surprise, surprise, purple flowers. And then I wanted to do a little stamping. So on this one, I stamped all the flowers in black, and then I just used my blender, fresh freesia blend to add some color in it. And on this one, I used that same white ribbon, but then put that black sparkle ribbon through it as well. Did that. And then I want to take the fun fold and turn it a little bit different direction. So here I'm doing it the other way. So it opens like this. Same thing, you're just turning it around. And I liked this with the black ink with the paper. I thought that was really pretty. So let's see if you can see that. And then I thought, well, we might as well turn it the other direction. So on this one, I use the daffodil free paper that you get with a $50 order, and stamp that same bird from FriendlyHello. And that hello is from the such a versatile site. You guys know I've used it so much, Biggest Wishes. And so it opens this way. On this one, I chose not to put the white in there, but you can. Since I put the white there, I didn't really think you needed it there. And then I have another one I wanted to show you. It's using the cars, and it's so bright and sunny. Isn't that fun? Look at that one. I love that rainbow paper. I'm not a big rainbow person, but I love all the colors, and I've been using the back sides. Matter of fact, I've used mine up. I'm going to have to open a new package if I do anymore. All right, so those are all my ideas for tonight with the Friendly Hello. Here's one of the cards for the masculine class on Friday. Here's another one. I showed you that last week with the car class. And then the other one is using the wolf. I actually I used the card. I sent it as a thank you card to somebody. And it uses the, here it is. I'm getting ready for my class this weekend, and I started boxing stuff up. It's going to use this wolf. And I've sent an email out already, so you can see it in there. So that'll be real versatile. And if there's enough of a request, we might make that little card I did last week, so you guys can see the folds and stuff with that. So you'll make 2 of each of the 3 cards, this one, and the wolf card. So you'll take 6 cards home. And then I wanted to show you one other one. I'm doing the New Horizons class, and you can either get a half a pack of the New Horizons paper or a full pack. And I'm just going to show you the fronts, I think, on these. So there's this one. This is one of my favorites. It's got the Z fold. It's using the paper. This paper is phenomenal. All I did was stamp the trees and the greeting. The rest of it was the paper. Oh, and the birds, I guess. But the papers are just phenomenal. This one here, I added some embossing back here. But the paper just added the trees and the birds. Look at that one. Trees and birds again. And that's all I added. This one, I stamped the wolf and the tree and the birds, and then I embossed it. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? And look at that one. I stamped the greeting and the birds, and then added these on top, but the paper was itself. And then the last one here, these are die cuts from the Mountain Air. So I just did those. I stamped the birds and then add the trees and the bear to the top. So this class is coming up. You have to RSVP by this Friday so I can get the papers ordered. You can either order it and get a half package of the Horizons paper, or you can get a full package. So, oh, Cindy, I'm glad you're looking forward to your class on Friday. We had fun working together, getting her cards designed. I'm looking forward to sharing it. She tells me I've got some new people coming that are new to stamping, so I'm super excited to share stamping with them. All right, so I'm going to lay these out here. Get that out of the way. Hope you enjoyed the Fun Fold as well as the Friendly Hello paper and stamp set. Every week when I've quit, I think of something else that I forgot to tell you. I'm hoping I didn't do that this week. All right, so there's that one. We've got this one. If you're placing an order this week and you could use this host code, I would appreciate it if your order's under $150. If it's over that, make sure you get the hostess benefits. Look at all these cards. Sometimes I only have one idea and sometimes I have a whole bunch. But there you go. Hopefully that gives you some ideas of some cards you can make with this Fun Fold and this designer series paper. Remember, we only have 2 more weeks of celebration. So if you want this paper, you want that stamp set, you want that paper, you want these papers, you've got to get them by the 28th. And remember, it's while supplies last, so don't wait. Thanks for joining me. I will be on next Monday again at 7 o'clock. Have an awesome week. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you next Monday.